Hi guys, I hope you're all having an awesome day. I'm back again with another bullet journal video. I'm flipping through December in my Leuchtturm 1917, so I really hope you enjoy. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so here is the first page I have for the month of December. I just did a nice cover page over here with some gold washi, well actually a lot of washi. I used 3 different kinds. And I put some little stickers. This is the first time I've put stickers in my bullet journal, but since Christmas stickers are just so easy to find, I figured I may as well use them. I also used this metallic gel pen, which is a Sakura pen, and I really like it. I was worried, I never used it in my previous month because I thought those gel pens would bleed a lot, but it didn't, so that's nice. If you're using gold washi, you can use a gold pen. And I also put some of that gold on the bow. I don't know if you can see that. And over here I just have my month. So I stuck to the analog system. I actually like it. I know a lot of people say they can't see a calendar this way, but I actually really like this. And what I did differently is I put these dots just to separate the different weeks. Okay, so next we have my time tracker and my wellness tracker. So what I would do here is I'm just going to put a dot every time for the amount of sleep I have, when I'm working. I actually thought that I wanted to track more than just sleep, work, exercise, and streaming. So we'll see if I add more to that legend. These are erasable pens, so I can always just take out some of these markers if I want to. And then on this side, I'm going to be using these colors to mark out my dots for happiness, calmness, productivity, health. So that means if I'm, have a headache or cold or something, like under the weather, and then energy. And I don't know if you saw my last video, but I mentioned the energy section. I had missed out on a box. I only had room for 4 bubbles. So it looked a little, well, you couldn't really tell. It looked okay, but it bothered me. So this time around I got all the spacing right. Okay, next I have my exercise log. So if I do any type of exercise, like if I work out at all on any of these days, I'll just write it in. And you might remember I didn't use my exercise log all that much last month, but I actually think that's a good thing in a way. Like, I would love to fill it up, but I still want to dedicate it to its own page, because if I don't fill it up, then I'll feel bad, right? Like, if I make this whole log and then it's like barely used, then it's like I'm guilting myself to exercise more in a way. So I still want to keep it to its own page, even if it doesn't get utilized as much as I'd like. Okay, and then we have my habit tracker, so pretty standard. I'm sure you'll know how this works. I think I might try the whole thing where each row is a different color, because that'll look pretty. If you can see, I'm going through off of this kind of Christmas lights multicolored kind of theme. So right now it's very red and green, but once I have the dots in for everything, I think it'll look really fun. Okay, and now I'm changing up the theme. So I did this mint and pink. I thought that this washi tape kind of looked like Christmas or holiday kind of stars, and I didn't want the whole month to just be red and green, so I thought this was really cute. What I've done is a productivity log. It's kind of like a challenge. I actually had productivity as a habit last month, and I almost filled it out every single day, so I thought it'd be a good idea just to dedicate it to its own page and try and be productive every single day this month. And then for the gratitude log, I'm just going to do the same as I did last time, so I'm going to write a cross and just, do a rolling gratitude log that wraps onto the next line. However, I only filled up about this much on the last page, or the last month I mean, so I think I might just write bigger, to be honest, or maybe like each sentence I'll have like a different font or like a different size lettering. We'll see, so that I can actually fill out the page. Then we went back to the same color scheme. I have December favorites. I actually skipped a line here, but I'll just wait and see if I can find a favorite that's like really long that goes on to the next line or something and put it there so it doesn't look so weird. I didn't intentionally do that. And then I have my waiting on, so order placed, item name, store, just so that I can see what packages I have coming. Okay, here's Brain Dump. I put a little sticker down here again. This page isn't supposed to be pretty, but I did the whole Christmas light thing again so that I could use any color pen that I had on hand. I might blur some of this out, but basically the purpose of this page is anything that I need to write down and remember that doesn't have a place. I don't want to be writing it on random scrap paper simply because it wouldn't look nice in my journal, or I don't have time to make it look nice. I just gave it this page, you know, clearance to look as messy as I need it to be. Okay, and then I went back to that pink and mint color scheme with the gold washi accents. And I have my December goals. I never did a monthly goals for November, but I thought it might be a good idea to give it a try and see what progress I have. I might have too many goals, but we'll see how it goes. And then here's just a to-do list for an event I'm planning. Okay, pink and green again. This is just a running to-do list, so I migrated all the tasks that I still had on my November to-dos. If you saw my last video, that was 3 pages long, so it's really nice that I've got it down to 1 page now. And now I went with a new color scheme based off of this washi here, the blue and red. So it's just a shopping list, a to-buy list. I know it's pretty long, but I had 2 shopping lists from November and I didn't exactly buy everything. So yeah, I guess I'll always, especially since it's, you know, Black Friday just happened, Boxing Day is going to happen. It's just a heavy shopping time of year. And now I have this gift and card log. So I'm going to be listing what gifts I bought for who and how much I paid, and then who I'm making cards for, and then their address is going to go here. And this washi is actually gold, and I used my gold gel pen to kind of outline the red lettering, so I think it looks really nice in the light. I don't know if you can tell. Okay. Next we have my meal trackers. So this actually started on the 28th of November because this week from Monday to Sunday it's kind of half November, half December. And then I just followed with the next week's meals, since this, when I finally get into December, this is today, right? So there's actually only going to be 3 days left on this page, so I figured I'd be pretty quickly going right into the next one, and it just made sense to put them back to back. I'm not sure if I like that I used the blue here, blue, green, and red. Maybe it would have looked better if I did that thing I'm doing on my other pages with the multicolors, so it would be more fun, but we'll see. It's a erasable pen. If I really want to, I can try it out with different colors on this page. And here's my first dailies. I guess it's more like a weekly, but it doesn't start on Monday, so I'm not really sure what to call it. But each box is its own daily. So this is actually today, Thursday the 1st, and I'm filming. I haven't filled out the rest yet, but I mostly wanted this to be blank so you guys could just see how it looks like at the start of the month before I fill it in, and maybe it would be easier if you wanted to copy it into your own journal. Okay, and here's just a notes page. I started my YouTube channel right at the end of November on the 28th. So this is my first planning page just for my YouTube and, you know, the whole planner piece account. Okay, then I have some more meal trackers. So this is just for the 12th through to the 25th. And this is as far ahead as I think I need to plan. I didn't include a meal tracker for the 26th and onwards. That's going to be way at the end of the month, so I can worry about that later. Here, I just have really, wow, that washi is really, really bright. But anyways, I have some steps that I would need to take before a video is completed. That's just helpful for me because I'm obviously new to YouTube, so just kind of my process, I guess. And on this page I just have some planning for some videos that I'm doing, kind of what days I wanted to do what task. Here's just a list of Bujo tips. So some things I've come across that a beginner would find really useful with bullet journaling, and I just wanted to, as I discover them as a beginner, whenever I have that aha moment, I'm like, oh, that's a really cool tip, I'm going to write it down here so I don't forget them. And then this was just going to be a log of my videos that are up and completely done. So like I know my November video is not on here, but that's because I haven't done the closed captions or I haven't translated the title and descriptions and stuff. So once a video is completely done and I don't have to go back to it at all, I'm going to add it to this page. Okay, back to the Christmassy theme. I have my next set of dailies, or I guess it's kind of like a weekly spread in a way, but it's, again, not Monday through Sunday. So it starts at Friday the 9th and goes down to Wednesday. Next, I have a page where I just wanted to write what I got for Christmas. I haven't decided if I'm going to doodle or if I'm going to write things in different fonts. It's just an excuse to, you know, be artistic and have fun, really. And I don't know if you can tell here, but I had something brush lettered underneath this and it looked so bad. I really wasn't happy with it. So that's why I just covered it up with this big washi at the top. I actually, if I was really strict, I could have put white out tape over it first and then put the washi, and then you wouldn't have even been able to see it through. But it really doesn't bother me that you see it through. I'm fine with this. Next I have a this month, so that's kind of like the currently spread I had in November, so near the end of December I'm going to fill this out. So I'll say what I was reading this month, listening to, what I was watching, etc. And I just did a different kind of candy cane design just for fun. So what I would do is I'm going to write it in red at the end, like this. Okay, and then here I just tried some brush lettering. Honestly, these pages don't look filled in enough to me. When I start the month, it's usually pretty blank and simple, but throughout the month I get bored with it and I add to it. Even my cover for December, my first page, I'm sure that by the time the month is through, I'll have added a bunch of stuff to it. Like, it's got a lot of white space, so we'll see what kind of doodles I put in there. But yeah, this probably won't end up blank. And for this one, I actually don't intend for it to be blank. It says holiday movies. What I'm going to do is every time I watch a Christmas movie, then I'm going to write it somewhere in the background. And I'll have like different sizes and I'll just like write them across behind the baubles. I think it'll look really nice, I hope. And then here's my last spread. That's why my bookmarks on it. I don't know if you can tell here, but these are dailies that, again, I screwed up. I did actually pen out the boxes. I did this same pens I used on the headers, so I used like a gold gel pen and a pink pen, and it honestly, I wasn't happy with it. It just looked really ugly to me, so I went over it with this thin washi tape to try and cover it up, and this washi looks way better. Like, on this side there's nothing underneath it, but here you can see it's been really darkened. So I don't think it looks terrible. It definitely looks way better than the first iteration of it, but had I once again put white out over the top and then put the washi, it probably would have turned out more like this and been a lot cleaner. But that's okay. I'm happy that I was able to fix it, and once I actually start filling this in, probably won't look so bad. I'll use probably pink or something. And then this is actually a meal tracker. I stopped writing dailies or meal tracker at the top because by now I think I got the hang of it. So I didn't do the exact same format I usually do. I took out the lines for the boxes. So here's my other one that I did. As you can see, usually I put boxes in, like a grid. But I just skipped that here. I used the washi to separate the letters from the rest of it, and I'll still just write it out. So I've got breakfast, lunch, dinner for each day, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. So we'll see if this looks better. I can understand it still just as easily. So yeah, and that's it for now anyway. I'm sure I'm already up to page 98 here, and my December started on page 58. So I'm doing about almost 50 to 60 pages per month. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably fit in, by that logic, about 5 to 10 more pages before December's over. But today's just the first, right? So I'm sure as I have collections and things I need to write down, notes I need to take on the book that I will put some more in. And I want it to go as far as possible because, like I said, after my pen tests, well, I said this in the last video, there's a lot of pages left. So even if I have that many, I guess I'll do some final planning before January. So like I'll do some end of the year recaps, some like overall finishing up the year stuff, which will take up like a whole section worth of space. But then I'm going to be starting January fresh in a new journal. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see my alpaca buddy again, alpaca can say bye to you again. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. I'm really new, obviously, so any help is much appreciated. If you guys have any tips on planning or anything, that's awesome. And I hope you guys have a great December and holidays, whatever you're celebrating. I hope everything's amazing for you. And yeah, thanks for stopping by.